Let's unearth 15 one-hit rock wonders from 1973 that screamed, soared, and vanished. These weren't just one-offs, they were rock's loudest ghosts. And the final song? It got stuck in your head and never let go.
So don't expect me to be your friend.
All about that personality crisis. You got it while it was hot.
15th, Steelers, Wheel, Stuck in the Middle with You.
Stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you.
You've heard it in Reservoir Dogs at every retro party and probably during at least one awkward road trip. Stuck in the Middle with You was meant to mock Dylan, but it became a hit on its own terms. The blend of folk, sarcasm, and hand claps hit number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, but Steelers' Wheel couldn't follow it up. By the time the song exploded, the band was already fracturing. Still, that opening guitar riff? Instant time machine. Next, a glam rock scream disguised as a children's rhyme. 14. The sweet Little Willy.
Little Willy, Willy won't go home, but you can't push Willy around. Willy won't go.
Bubblegum with a firecracker under it. Little Willy was pure glitter-fueled chaos, a stomping beat, shout-along chorus, and glam attitude at full throttle. It hit top 5 in the US and made the suite a flash of sequined brilliance, but not a sustained presence. They had more success in the UK, but never matched this song's American breakout. Little Willy Won't Go Home. And apparently, neither did the band. Coming up, a song that should have been on every prom playlist, but instead faded into soft rock history. 13. Skylark, Wildflower.
Let her cry, for she's a lady.
This one blooms slow, then breaks your heart. Wildflower was a tender soul rock ballad with orchestral strings and a lyric about fragile beauty that still wrecks listeners today. Skylark came out of Canada, and for one moment, in 1973, they ruled soft rock radio with this soaring, bittersweet hit. It reached number 9 on the Billboard chart, and then they vanished like mist. Still, this song lives on in samples and covers by everyone from Tupac to Drake. And if this list has you feeling something already, go ahead and hit subscribe. Because the next one, it's a glam rock power punch wrapped in striped pants and platform boots. 12. Brownsville Station, Smokin in the Boys' Room.
Smoking in the boys' room. Smoking in the boys' room.
This was teenage rebellion in under 3 minutes. Smokin in the Boys' Room was loud, loose, and proudly defiant, an anthem for misfits sneaking cigarettes behind the gym. With its raw guitar licks and gravelly vocals, it climbed to number 3 in 1973 and earned Brownsville Station their only real taste of fame. Mötley Crüe covered it years later, but nothing matches the original's garage band swagger. The band fizzled soon afterward, but this song? It's still detention-worthy. Next up, a late-night radio staple that wrapped heartbreak in a velvet groove. 11. Climax, blues band, Couldn't Get It Right.
And I kept on looking for a sign in the middle of the night, but I couldn't see the light. No, I couldn't see the light.
This song slides in smooth and doesn't let go. Couldn't Get It Right fused blues, funk, and soft rock into one of the slickest grooves of '73. With a slinky bass line and soft falsetto vocals, it sounded like nothing else on the radio. And it hit the US top 10 because of it. The band kept working, but never reached the same heights again. Still, the track's laid-back confidence made it a favorite among crate diggers and soul rock fans. And next, a cover so weirdly iconic, it replaced the original in most people's minds, thanks to Ooga Chaka Chance. 10. Blue Swede, Hooked on a Feeling.
Hooked on a feeling. Woo! I'm high on believing.
Ooga Chaka. Ooga Ooga. You're already singing it. Blue Swede took B.J. Thomas's mellow hit and turned it into a glam pop juggernaut with jungle chants, fuzz guitars, and over-the-top flair. In 1973, it rocketed to #1 and confused half the world. Swede's version became the version, especially after being resurrected by Guardians of the Galaxy decades later. But for the band, it was lightning in a bottle. They never broke through again. Coming up, a band that hit big in America, then disappeared into Swedish nightclubs forever. 9. Stories, Brother Louie. Interracial love, funk rock hooks, a message that hit hard. Brother Louie told a story and didn't flinch. Originally recorded by Hot Chocolate, Story's version topped the US charts in '73 with a slammin' bass line and a fearless lyric. She was black as the night, Louie was whiter than white. It was brave, bold, and catchy as hell, but also controversial enough to face radio pushback. The band couldn't follow it up, and Brother Louie became their lone anthem. Still, it paved the way for pop to get political. Next, a folk singer who turned roadkill into a hit. 8. Loudon Wainwright III, Dead Skunk.
Dead skunk in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road.
Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. Dead Skunk was a novelty folk rock song that somehow hit the top 20. And it's still one of the weirdest hits of the decade. Armed with a banjo, twang, and far too much detail, Loudon Wainwright III made a silly throwaway song that caught fire. He's since become a respected songwriter and father of Rufus and Martha Wainwright, but this goofy little stinker remains his only chart hit. Proof that in '73, even a flattened skunk could make the Billboard Hot 100. Next, a band with a name you don't remember, and a synth rock banger you won't forget. 7. Flash and the Pan. Hey, St. Peter. This one feels like it was sent from outer space. Hey, St. Peter came out of Australia with a robotic vocal, funky rhythm, and lyrics that sounded like rock theater performed inside a VHS machine. Flash and the Pan were studio wizards. George Young, brother of AC/DC's Angus and Malcolm, helped shape their futuristic sound. The song charted modestly in the US, but became a cult classic in Europe and on late-night radio. It was weird, it was hypnotic, and it was one of a kind. Next up, a band that hit the scene like a thunderclap and walked like giants. 6th, Grand Funk, Walk Like a Man.
Walk like a man. Talk like a man.
This was peak Grand Funk, loud, proud, and built to rattle arenas. Walk Like a Man came hot off their earlier hits, blending heavy riffs with just enough Motown swagger to make it bounce. It reached number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 and got regular airplay, but Grand Funk's pop chart magic faded soon after. While the band racked up several hits, this one became their last true radio staple, then drifted out of rotation. Still, if you needed a soundtrack to walk with purpose in bell bottoms, this was it. Next up, a glam pop juggernaut with a dangerous little grin. Pet, Beck, Bogert, and Appice, Superstition.
Superstition ain't the way.
3 rock legends, 1 monstrous performance. Beck, Bogert, and Appice, a supergroup that never quite broke wide, tore through Stevie Wonder's Superstition like a freight train. Their 1973 live cover was gritty, funky, and full of unfiltered power. Jeff Beck's guitar tone was razor sharp, and the trio's chemistry lit up every stage they touched. But it was short-lived. The band disbanded within a year, and this became their most recognized recording. If you like your rock lean, loud, and a little dangerous, this one's a lost treasure. Next, a band who got nostalgic about their hairline and made it onto the charts. 4. Gunhill Road. Back when my hair was short.
Back when my hair was short, I was a white sophomore.
Wistful, weird, and kinda wonderful. Back When My Hair Was Short was a piano pop reflection on youth, love, and the slow crawl of growing up, all wrapped in a bouncy hook that actually charted. The band leaned into the storytelling vibe of Billy Joel and Randy Newman, but never hit again. Still, this track found love on college radio and among nostalgic boomers who weren't ready to grow up just yet. It's strange, it's soft, but it sticks. Next, the final 3. And they're the deepest cuts yet. 3. Lobo. Don't expect me to be your friend.
So don't expect me to be your friend.
This one cuts quietly, but deep. Lobo's soft acoustic ballad, Don't Expect Me to Be Your Friend, was the sound of heartbreak without dramatics, just a steady guitar, a weary voice, and emotional honesty. It reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1973, riding the wave of soft rock's rise. But as the genre moved on, so did the airplay. And Lobo, despite a handful of other minor tracks, was mostly left behind. Still, this one remains a go-to for rainy afternoons and emotional resets. Next, a pair of brothers who harmonized like angels and disappeared just as fast. 2. Alessi Brothers. Oh Louie.
Glory, you bring the spring, the summer fall.
Sweet as a seaside breeze, soft as a fading summer. Oh Louie was a delicate harmony-laden ballad by the Alessi brothers that found massive success overseas in 1973, especially in the UK. In the US, it was barely a blip. Their soft vocals, almost whispered in places, made it a cult favorite among those who stumbled across it, usually by accident, always in awe. They released more music, but nothing landed like Oh Louie. This one's for lovers, dreamers, and melancholy record store romantics. And at number 1, a track that exploded with glitter, volume, and a scream that still shakes the walls. First, New York Dolls, Personality Crisis.
All about that personality crisis. You got it while it was hot.
This wasn't a hit on the charts, it was a hit to the face. Personality Crisis never broke into the top 40, but in spirit, it burned bigger than most. The New York Dolls blurred the line between glam, punk, and raw performance. And this song was their glitter-stained manifesto. Snarling vocals, chaotic riffs, dangerous charm. It inspired everyone from the Sex Pistols to Guns N' Roses. And even though mainstream radio barely touched it, underground rock never forgot. One song, one band, one glorious, screaming mess. That's what makes a one-hit legend. They screamed once, and then the silence said it all. 1973's one-hit wonders weren't built for endurance. They were built for impact. From wild glam and soft regret to synth-soaked weirdness, these 15 tracks proved one thing. You don't need a long career to leave a deep scar in rock history. So which one jolted your memory today? Let us know your favorite in the comments. And if you're still chasing strange, forgotten bangers, hit that end screen and jump into our next countdown. 1972 rock songs that changed music history forever. That one's packed with revolution, reinvention, and riffs that rewrote the rulebook. Because in the end, The loudest songs are the ones you almost forgot.